obviously, economic issues clearly big on the table.
Yes.
You guys are having to separate yourselves from the Republicans. They're trying to claim that, Barack Obama can't run on his record. I mean, what are you guys going to do? How are you going to position yourselves tonight, tomorrow night, and the next night on domestic economic issues?
Over the course of the next few days and culminating with President Obama's acceptance speech in front of tens of thousands of Americans in an open to the public event, which will include and involve Americans in the most participatory, inclusive convention in American history, President Obama will have an honest conversation with the American people about where we've been, unlike the affair we saw last week in Tampa, about where we've been and how far we've come, and that we have a ways to go, but that we need to make sure that we can continue to build the economy from the middle class out and the bottom up, not the top-down, trickle-down economics that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan want to return us to, that are policies that nearly crashed our economy and got us into the worst economic crisis that we've seen since the Great Depression.
And another question, quantitative easing seems to be on the table. Ben Bernanke, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, has said he will heavily consider it. The ECB, the European Central Bank, may as well do it this week. What do you guys think about possible monetary stimulus?
Well, I think that's something that you probably have to leave to Chairman Bernanke and the Treasury Department. I think we need to make sure that those are independent decisions that are left to the Fed.
And why haven't you guys tried harder to connect with American people to tell them how much of a problem the Eurozone is and how much it affects our domestic economy, and that it's just not our problems here that are the trouble that people are facing?
Well, on the contrary, President Obama has made it very clear that we are in a global economy and that we need to make sure that we can continue to make investments that allow us to out-educate and out-compete and out-innovate the rest of the world, and that we need to maintain relationships with our allies and other nations, because we know that their economic decisions impact the life we have here in America. And so making sure we maintain those strong ties and relationships can ensure that we aren't really negatively impacted by decisions that are made in other countries.